I have sex for a living, and I love it.
She puts the hoe in horrible wife.
Where are they now?
Hi, Bill. How you doing?
DNA dilemmas and lusty lies.
You crazy in the head. You ain't think nothing.
Just want you to know the truth.
Hey, so tell!
Right now.
Hello and thanks for watching. Today we're taking a look back at some of the most explosive DNA dilemmas and outrageously lusty lies. So sit back, relax, buckle your seatbelt, and enjoy a bumpy ride. First up is my past guest, Demetra, who had one doozy of a DNA dilemma. Her boyfriend, Daniel, was angrily accusing her stepfather, Roy, of being the father of one of Demetra's kids. Take a look. I know how difficult this is for you, but why are you here today?
I'm here today because my boyfriend for 6 years thinks our 2-year-old is not his because he's black and Korean, and he says that he looks more black than Korean. He says he's not his son and that he's ugly, and he calls him slow and stupid and all these different things, but that's his child. He thinks my mom's fiance is the father of my 2-year-old, but I've never slept with him.
Never. In fact, we did DNA, but you have 3 kids with this man. He claims 1, he claims 3, but number 2 he treats like dirt.
Like dirt.
What does he do? What does he do, honey?
It's like every day is something. It's always something. He gets mad. He's 2 years old, and I think he does a good job going to the bathroom.
It's a 2-year-old.
And if he pees on himself, he'll get mad. He'll discipline him. He'll make him sit on the potty for a long time. And my oldest son, which is 4, he goes to the bathroom, but if he pees on himself, he'll buy him new pants. But my 2-year-old, he'll be like, no, he needs to sit in it, or he should know better, and he's just lazy. He's 2 years old. He's trying.
And that's going to psychologically impact that child.
Correct.
Well, why does he think you're sleeping with your stepdad?
Because I was living with my mom and my stepdad at the time, and he was like, oh, I saw y'all having sex. I heard you moaning this, that, and this. The kids told me that you was having sex with Popo. And I'm like, I've never did that, you know, never.
These accusations were tearing this family apart, especially since Daniel believed Demetra's mom actually allowed and accepted this outrageous alleged affair. How does your mother relate to this?
My mom, she's upset. Me and my mom, we're like friends, and he says that I have sex with Roy and my mom watches.
Wait a minute now. That's what he says? That you have sex with your stepdad and your mother watches the 2 you have sex?
Yes.
And this is hard for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Talk about CPS. What happened to CPS?
He called CPS on me because he said my kids told him that I was having sex with Roy.
Really?
Really.
And how many babies does your man have?
With me or all together?
Told.
He has 12.
12. How many baby mamas?
About 5 or 6.
Why do you love this man so much?
Because he's a great person.
Daniel had quite a bit to say about why he thought his girlfriend not only had sex, but also a child with her stepfather, Roy. Talk to me about this. Why do you think you're not the baby daddy of her number 2?
Well, for one is when she used to tell me, I said, why you don't like this dude? And then as a matter of fact, she said she's talking about she get along when she don't even like him. She said, I don't like him. I don't even talk to him.
Yeah.
Did you not say that? You said that.
We get along.
Oh, now you get along, but you don't talk to him, though.
Yeah,
but, okay,
I tell you that because you'll get upset.
Why the hell, when he's around, you want to sit here and put your head down and you want to duck?
Because you tell me not to talk to him.
It don't matter, though. It don't matter. But I'm just saying, though, all this right here should have came out 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So you should have fixed it since day 1.
What do I need to fix? I never did anything.
Since day 1.
Daniel, is she having sex with her stepfather?
I know so.
Believe
you
that?
know
I know so.
You know so.
Okay, for one is when I come over there and I'm hearing ooh, and it's supposed to be only her, him, and the mama in there. Going on there.
Daniel claimed to have proof of the audacious affair. He said he actually heard Demetra and her stepdad having sex.
This is things that I've seen and I've heard.
What have you seen?
When I came over there, and she was like, ooh, Dad, did you?
Now, remember this.
Did you see them at a bus stop? Did you see?
Yeah, that's the whole thing because I asked her, I said, where is that dude working at? I don't know where stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So I said, fine. So I went to the bus stop. I seen her and him get off the bus, and she over there act like she one of them bras off of Sunset Boulevard with the pimps and stuff, and sitting up looking like this. Gonna get off the bus and put her head down and keep on walking with it. I ain't trying to hear all that.
First of all,
yeah, I called him. I called him everything under the sun. For one,
Roy and my mama all worked at Walmart together.
No, they did.
When he seen us, it was me and Roy walking to the damn bus stop. And
okay, so you tell me why Walmart ran the damn cameras back and saw you and Roy walking the restroom, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, y'all got fired.
A family, they spent time in a family restroom. Hold on, Demetri.
And that's coming from loss prevention. That's coming from loss prevention.
It was finally time to hear from Demetri's stepfather, Roy. But things got so explosive, so fast, Daniel had to take a timeout backstage. Roy, come on out.
You know what, first of all, dude, you crazy in the head, man, to think.
I don't even care. I don't even care because you are child molested. That's when you brought my truck. You brought my truck. So what you gonna do then? What you gonna I've been waiting for you. 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 Cause you a hoe. This boy's got more than 3 words. You got more than 3 words. Bitch, you married hoe. You got somebody on Facebook. You got somebody on Facebook. You on the cheating on her right now with a woman on Facebook. Come on, you a hoe. You a hoe. You a womanizer. You a child molester. You a child molester. You feel me? You feel me?
Stop.
Do you feel me? You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing.
These scandalous accusations were pushing Demetri's stepdad, Roy, and her mom, Rita, to the edge. Take a look at this. Have you ever had relations of a sexual character of any kind with Demetri?
No, never thought of it.
How does it make you feel when Daniel says that?
It pisses me off, for one, because I've raised Demetri like a daughter. I mean, that's nasty, really.
It's nasty. Daniel can't be here right now. He's backstage. But, Mom, you've seen this. He is very upset. But you live this every day. And there was an allegation from Daniel that somehow, in a sick way, you were observing or watching this relationship. How does that make you feel? It's false, but how does that make you feel?
First of all, me and my daughter, we have an open relationship. And I'm quite sure if that ever happened, she would have came to me and she would have told me.
And these two have been together for 10, 12 years as stepfather and stepdaughter.
Exactly, Bill.
And there's nothing.
Exactly.
Demetri, how does this make you feel? Daniel can't be with us right now, or maybe check in with him. He's so upset about this, but what is the reality? What is it doing, tearing your heart apart?
I don't know. I don't even know why he would think something like that.
You don't have to cry. Stay strong. You don't have to cry.
Has he done this? Has he acted like this before?
You drop that zero and get you a hero.
Demetri was desperate to prove to Daniel that he was indeed the father of their middle child. His accusations and insults had boxed their family into a corner, and she needed the DNA test results to set them all free. Tell him how he makes you feel.
You make me feel like a whore, like I just do all this stuff and I don't. And I just want you to know the truth. And I'm just tired of you accusing me of stuff that I don't do.
And Daniel, she's frightened of you. She's scared. And you can't have your baby mama scared of a man that she loves.
Yeah, I understand that.
Daniel, what does it mean for you?
It means a lot. I can let a lot of stuff go.
The past is gone.
Yeah, I just want to set some normalcy back in our lives and let us continue on as family, which most people don't have these days as family, so that's why I'd like to keep what I got.
Well, I can happily tell you we have 2 DNA test results. We went overboard on this. We also have the lie detector.
Okay.
And the reason we did the lie detector, you came here just to take the DNA. But Demetri wanted to take the lie detector test to prove there was nothing going on whatsoever between you and the stepfather.
Okay.
So let's go to this test result first. I haven't seen the results. We did the DNA on Roy and the DNA on you and a lie detector test results. When it comes to whether or not her stepfather, her stepdad Roy, is the baby daddy of baby number 2, Roy is not the baby daddy. The probability is 0%.
Okay.
Here it is right there. Take a look.
Okay.
Roy biologically cannot be the father.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good.
Let's move to number 2 DNA, and this one deals with whether you are the baby daddy. And you know the result, don't you? Daniel, when it comes to the paternity of this child, Daniel, you are the baby daddy. 99.99999%, you are the baby daddy. Although Daniel was relieved to learn he was the father, Demetra was not in the clear yet. What if she still had slept with Roy, or anyone else for that matter? Well, Demetra also took a lie detector test, and those results, plus many more DNA bombshells, are coming up next.
Shocking results.
Have you ever had sexual intercourse with your mother's fiancé, Roy? Demetra said no.
And a sister slugfest.
You mad because he's giving me money and I don't have nothing to do with that. What you mean?
It's the DNA twist you can't miss.
These are your children. Who is the baby daddy of Camille?
That's his daughter. This is not his daughter. And I never told.
Today, we're taking a look back at some of my most shocking DNA dilemmas and lusty lies. Before the break, we saw the DNA test results prove that Demetra's stepfather, Roy, did not father her child. But her boyfriend, Daniel, still suspected that Demetra had sex with him and possibly other men as well. Given how explosive Daniel had already been, I was praying that Demetra would pass her lie detector test with flying colors. Have you ever had sexual intercourse or any kinds of sex with your mother's fiancé, Roy? Demetra said no. 100% the truth. No sex, no relations, nothing. So it's all a lie. And you put her through a lot of this. You've had some problems for all kinds of reasons. All these accusations against her, Daniel, are in your head. They're not reality. What do you have to say?
No, I apologize. I'm sorry about that.
We have a great lie detector, and we have DNA. And this girl, relative to Roy and that child, is as pure as the driven snow. She loves you, and all this is false. Passing her lie detector test was good news for everyone involved. We recently checked in with them to see how things were going back home, and this is what they had to say.
Hi, Bill. Thanks for proving to me that DeVarge is my son and that Roy and Demetra were never involved. Also, Demetra and I are getting along very well, as well as Roy and I, too.
Yes, thanks, Bill. We are now one big happy family and spending time together. It is great to see how well Daniel treats DeVarge. Thanks, Bill.
Glad to hear the family is back together again and that Daniel is fully accepting his middle son as his own. Now, on to the next DNA dilemma, where two sisters competed for one daddy's love. You may remember Ebony, who claimed Craig was her father, even though he didn't claim her. Ebony was furious that Craig was denying her paternity, but was fully accepting paternity of her sister, Camille. As you might guess, this led to big problems between these two sisters. Take a look.
I'm Ebony.
And I'm Camille.
My sister thinks she's all that. Our dad treats her like she's his only daughter and completely ignores me.
Ebony is just jealous of the money, time, and love I get from our father.
My dad says he's not the one, and my sister treats me like scum. I'm his daughter, and I demand a DNA test.
The truth is, we don't even know he's our father.
Ebony said this major DNA confusion had caused her relationship with her sister to spiral out of control.
One day, me, Camille, my mom, was at the store one day. She came out her mouth and she was like, "You don't know who your dad is." So.
Said that to who?
To me.
To you?
Yes.
Your mom said to you at the
No, my sister
Your
did.
sister.
Yes.
Camille said to you, Ebony, you don't know who your daddy is.
Yes.
And what'd you say?
I got mad and I punched her. I didn't say anything.
You gave her a right cross.
Yes.
Right there. In
Next thing you know.
And the Dollar General store, she went down like a 10-bag.
Yes.
Right there.
So I started choking her out.
You choked her out?
Yes. The people from the store called the police and we got charged.
Your dad favors who?
He favors Camille more. He treat her better than me. He
Money,
take her,
Father's
yeah.
Day?
One day he gave her $50 and only gave me $20. And
So like your daddy ignores you.
Yes.
Act as if you're not his.
Yes.
And that's a rub between you and your sister.
Yes,
Camille.
and it's coming between us because that's my only sister. Now, honestly, I do love her, and then it's like I feel like Craig is a big part of this.
Camille said Ebony's raging jealousy over the attention Camille got from her father, Craig, was the real cause of the sisters' bad blood.
You did what to me? You punched me in my face
Yes,
when?
I did, and you
no, you
already
did
know,
not
and
punch
you
me
know,
in
and
my
you
face.
know, and
You
you
better
know.
get up on
Try
my
it,
face
try
right
it,
now.
try it,
Okay,
try
now.
it.
So
You
you
better
mad
get
because he
security.
give me
What,
money
honey,
and
so
I
what?
don't have nothing to do with that.
What you mean?
I don't have nothing to
So
do
what,
with
Camille?
it.
Yes, you
Why
do.
you jealous?
On me.
Okay,
You pick
I
me
have
up
a baby. What do I
what?
do?
You have nothing to do.
Get away.
Let's sit down.
Just because he takes
Hold on, sit sit down. Hold on. Ladies, this is not the Dollar General store. Have a seat. Have a seat. Now tell me, what is the rub going on over here? You're hurt by this, and you got an angry half-sister who may not be your sister, correct? Yes. Tell me, Camille, what's going on? What's happening?
Okay, Ebony is jealous because Craig gives me money. He comes by. He doesn't say anything to her. He waits for her to speak to him, but she's stubborn.
Is he Craig or Daddy?
Okay, me and him have a father-daughter relationship, but I don't call him dad because he hasn't been there my whole life. But I love him like he's my dad because he treats me well.
Do you believe he's your biological dad?
I don't believe he's my father. My sister's mad at me, and I think she should be mad at my mom because, for one, we both have different last names. We have different last names, so I don't believe that he's my father. But I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do with the money and stuff that he gives me.
It was time to meet the daddy these two girls were battling over.
Hey.
Have a seat, Craig. Let's talk about this.
So what, don't hug me neither? Yeah, like I said.
Come here.
No, I don't care.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there.
So what?
Craig, do you treat them differently? Do you consider these women to be your daughters, both of them?
I consider Camille being my daughter.
Why?
What about Ebony?
Her mother never told me anything about her, saying I went to prison, came out. She never told me anything about her, saying, but told me about Camille. Find out about
so you believe what mom said, that she is your daughter and she is not your daughter?
Yes, her mother told me about her.
No, she told
your mother is the reason.
He went off and he went horning around. He went horning around cheating on my mama, and she told him.
Your mama cheated on me.
She told me, no, you was a cheater, dad, whatever. My mama didn't tell him that she had a daughter, and you wasn't there for me. You knew.
Well, I would say this: you two look a little bit alike, if I may say that.
Okay, so
but he said
you two don't look alike.
People that look alike all the time, that they're not siblings.
It seemed that Craig's presence only added drama to this DNA dilemma. Maybe the daughter's mom, Denise, could help clear things up.
First of all, let me tell you something. You got the wrong person.
No.
You are on this stage in front of all these people telling these lies. I told you my daughter.
Hold on. You waited 20 years.
Let's sit down and talk.
Okay.
Let him talk. Ladies.
You are a liar.
Whatever.
No.
You are a liar and a deadbeat father.
Here, let your mom and dad talk. Sit down, honey. Sit down.
He's not a real man. He's not a real man. That's all.
You are a liar. You been a hoe your whole life.
You ain't came to visit.
Craig, all the way over there. Sit down.
You been a hoe your whole life.
I want to hear Denise.
You've been in prison all your life. How can I tell you? I told your mother and them about
One at a time. Denise, these are your children. Who is the baby daddy of Camille?
That's his daughter. This is not his daughter.
Denise then shocked us all by revealing to Camille that she'd known all along that Craig was not her father.
Somebody is lying. This is just not adding up. Okay, for one, Mom.
He's a liar.
Okay, why do I have a different last name from everybody? So who is my father then?
Have you lived a lie in your life? You thought this.
If you was his daughter, don't you think you would have his last name?
We have a really good relationship.
He wanted you to be his daughter. I never told him you was his daughter.
Camille, did your mom say that is your daddy?
No.
She told me that that could be my father.
I tell you what, when the DNA test come back, I bet you it's gonna be no and a yes.
Bill.
That's the opposite of what we thought. Craig, that's the opposite. You thought this is your daughter. You thought this wasn't your daughter. Now, this might not be your daughter, and that may be your daughter. Go ahead.
Bill, I've been Camille, Ebony, and my two boys, and my grandbaby, mother and father, all of their life.
Yeah, but you've been favoring Ebony all
yours because you stayed in prison. That was your choice. You could have stayed out of prison and been a father instead of a jailbird.
You ain't have to call him no jailbird, Mom.
Let me ask you this, Ebony.
Okay, Mom.
Does Mom favor Camille over you?
No, she doesn't.
No. Okay, but
Camille's just a spoiled. She's a spoiled.
She's spoiled.
What?
She's spoiled.
I'm a what?
I said.
Okay, anyway, so why did
I'm not.
Okay, in the fight, when we had that fight in Dollar Tree, Ebony didn't have nothing to do with me and your argument. She jumped into it, we fought. Why you lie to the police officer and tell them that I started the fight when you know she the one that got up in my face like she always do?
Because you always got something to say.
You've been taking her side her whole life. Even when we was younger, when we used to get in the fights, she used to make me leave the room.
The only reason why is
because you
let me hear Denise. Go ahead. Denise got the floor.
The only reason why is because you got a whole lot of mouth.
So who was Craig's daughter? Was it both? Was it one of them? Was it none of them? The DNA test results plus much more when we continue.
Two sisters.
Craig, here we go. The child that you claimed as your own all the days of her life.
One denied.
Craig, you denied her all of her life, correct?
Yes, sir.
As far as the paternity of Ebony.
Is he the daddy? And a baby daddy battle that's been brewing for 26 years.
I don't know if this kid is mine or not.
He is so child. He is so child.
Sit your crazy ass
Sit so
down.
crazy.
Love watching from your couch? Wait until you see us live. If you're going to be in the New York City area and want free tickets to see a taping of the show, go to our official website, BillCunninghamShow.com, or call toll-free 888-710-8425 for your chance to talk back with Bill. Today, we are revisiting past stories that had outrageous lies or a DNA surprise. We just saw sisters Ebony and Camille battling out over who was and who was not the daughter of their alleged father, Craig. But Craig said he was not sure if he fathered either Ebony or Camille. Their mom, Denise, was on hand for the DNA test results. You've spent your lifetime wondering what the truth is about who is your baby daddy and who is not your baby daddy. And Craig, this is a big moment for you too, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because you want to know if Ebony, because you've said on the air and off the air, this is not your child, and you've treated her. Looking at this photo here, I see some semblance here. I see something going on. But Craig, you've denied her all of her life, correct?
Yes, sir. I blame that on her mama, though, again.
As far as the paternity of Ebony. You are the baby daddy. It's about time you hugged her. It's about time.
It's gonna get better.
Apologize.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
And Craig, here we go. The child that you claimed as your own all the days of her life.
You are.
When it comes to the paternity, Craig, you are not the baby daddy. Thankfully, those results put that DNA dilemma to rest. Craig and his two girls recently sent us this video update on how they're all doing now.
Hi, Bill. I want to thank you so much for proving that Craig was my father. A weight has been lifted. Ever since the show, we talk on the phone every day to build a father and daughter bond.
Yes, thanks, Bill. I'm glad to know that Ebony is my biological daughter. And since then, we've been getting along just fine. As far as Camille's concerned, I still treat her as my daughter.
Since the show, Camille and I doesn't fight anymore because our dad gives her equal attention. Thanks, Bill.
Glad to see the sisters have made up and that Ebony is fully accepted by her dad. Now on to the next. Could you imagine waiting 26 years to find out if the person you paid child support for their entire life was really your son? Well, that's exactly what happened to Demetrius, and he's here to find out why.
I'm here, Bill, because I got a call from a young man about a week ago saying that I was his father. Paid child support on him, but never seen him.
Never saw him?
Never saw him
How's that
before.
possible? Go back in time about 26 years. What happened?
Well, me and Yolanda met when I was 17. Yolanda was about 19 or 20. Parents didn't want me with her. She ended up pregnant, was deadly in love with her. And what happened was Yolanda made a statement to me saying...
Right here. That's you and her?
That's her and I.
Back in the day?
Yeah, that was back in 86.
86?
Yeah, that's 86.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. And Yolanda ended up pregnant. I was happy. I was a young father, but I was happy.
So you were like 17, she was 19?
Yeah.
And you were happy she was pregnant?
Well, I don't believe in abortion, so I was very happy she was pregnant. And ended up buying Pampers and milk for the baby before the baby was born. And one day, me and Yolanda got into it, and she made a bad statement to me. She told me, "Mom's baby, Papa's maybe."
Mom's baby, Papa's maybe.
Right.
And you thought to myself, where'd that come from, Yolanda?
Exactly. Well, I didn't know it.
But then you separated. She was pregnant, and you eliminated her from your life.
Well, because of the statement that she made, when I asked my dad's girlfriend what it meant that the baby was hers, but she didn't know who the father was.
Yeah. Demetrius claimed he tried to get a DNA test before, but that the baby mama Yolanda was a no-show. It was clear from the get-go that Yolanda saw things a little bit differently than Demetrius did.
Why you sitting up here lying? You know you a liar. How you gonna meet me at the age of 19 and I had him at the age of 18? We was together when I was 16 and 19.
Now?
I'm 44 freaking years old.
How old are you?
You know how old I am, you
I don't
fool.
know.
You do.
Slow down.
You
Slow down. Slow down.
You sit up here telling all these freaking lies, telling you were freaking everywhere, and you was in my mama's house, and you the only one I can have. You damn right he's your son. He look just like your freaking butt.
You what?
You got me out here angry. You stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid.
You stupid. You stupid.
How the hell you gonna sit up here? You damn right I am. Because you sitting up here lying. We met when she was 19 and 20, and I had him at the age of 18 and was pregnant at 17. We went on military ball when I was 17. You paid $13.80 a month for child support, and you knew it. You was mad because you was mad.
You're lying, Yolanda. You're lying.
How the hell I'm gonna have him at the age of 19 and had met you at the age of 18? We went to South Shore High School together. We went on military ball together. April 10, 1987. I was not pregnant then, fool.
Yolanda said she was 100% certain that Demetrius was her son Tyrone's father. But Craig claimed her story just didn't add up.
Why do it take 26 years?
Was he paying child support with his address on the check? You had to find out where that came from.
So it was 20. Excuse me,
he paid $285 a week.
Hell nah, he paid $13.85 a month.
A month.
And he was mad because he was paying $13.85. In 2004, he went to child support people and wanted to look at DNA. And when we went to court in 2004, Tyrone was 16 years old, and they told him it was 99.9% that he's the father. I don't know what right now.
Where's the DNA? Where's the DNA? Where's the DNA test? Understand the DNA test got burned up in a fire.
Exactly.
And it doesn't exist anymore, right?
I lost everything.
You
and
lost everything.
His father.
You lied.
You lied. You are Stop talking to me.
No, I don't know if this kid is mine or not.
He is your child. He is your child.
Sit your crazy ass down.
Coming up, after 26 years, Demetrius meets his potential son for the very first time. That and a whole lot more right after this.
A first time face-to-face with his alleged father.
It's nice to meet you, but don't ever disrespect my mom in your life, dog.
Leads to this.
A real man to come look for his son, dog.
Hey, man, he a goofy. I ain't got time for this. You a goofy. You a goofy.
Don't miss the answers he's been waiting his whole life for.
26 years. You have a doubt whether this is your biological dad. Demetrius, when it comes to the paternity, you are... Do you want to find out for sure which man is your baby's daddy? We'll do a free DNA test on our show. Contact me at BillCunninghamShow.com. Call me at 1-855-US-BILL or text guest at 95902. Message and data rates may apply. Give us a call right now. Let's put the cheese on the right cracker. We're taking a look back at some of our most memorable DNA dilemmas. Demetrius was here for a DNA test to find out if the man he'd paid child support for his whole life was really his. Demetrius and his alleged son, 26-year-old Tyrone, met for the very first time on this stage. Take a look. Tyrone, come on out.
Look how he look, everybody. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
First of all,
Look at that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, though. It's nice to meet you, but don't ever disrespect my mama. I'm glad we on the show, but don't ever disrespect my mama in your life, dog.
Sit down, man.
Don't ever call my mama no crackhead, none of that,
He don't have to
bro.
sit down.
Because I'm different from you. I'm different with you.
He look just like you, stupid. Look at that chin.
You gonna tell her, you gonna tell her, why just
sit down, baby. Sit down.
You ain't come look for it.
Now, if I'm
a real man to come look for his son, dog.
You a goofy.
Let me talk to your boy. Let me talk to your boy. Now, Demetrius, what impact in your life has the fact been you're not sure who Tyrone...
Man, he a goofy. I ain't got time for this. You a goofy. You a goofy. He
Now let's talk.
You're a goof.
Come back, honey.
Finish getting your high school
Tyrone,
diploma.
what impact has this had in your life as far as not knowing for sure?
Basically the whole impact. First of all, like I said, as being a real man, I'll come looking for my son. Ain't no way in hell we should be on the damn Bill Cunningham Show trying to get a DNA test to find out. I done been through a whole bunch of stuff in my life.
After 26 years?
I've been through a whole bunch of stuff in my life, wishing, you know what I'm saying, it was the dude that raised me, most definitely, but it ain't nothing like knowing your biological father.
Tyrone said that his whole life was turned upside down after he found out that the man he'd always known as his dad may not be his. When did you find out that the man that was in your home was not maybe your biological? You were like 13 years older?
Yeah, it was hurting real bad.
How hurtful? How much pain was it?
Yeah, it was a crumbling pain. I just stopped caring about life after that. I just stopped caring about a lot of things.
Can I ask you something, Tyrone? Why, at 26, you decided to get in touch with me? I mean, what?
I've been trying to get in touch with you
How long
forever.
Google been out?
Why you ain't try to contact me as being your son? Why you ain't try to find out?
Well, you know,
because the real man gonna do it, dog. The real man gonna do it.
Listen to this.
For real. That's crazy.
I tried once when
Because
you
my shorty ain't ever finna grow up looking for me.
Let me say something to you.
Because I'm gonna be right there.
When you were 2, we were supposed to take a blood test. Your mother never showed up. Hold on. When I seen you down in the child support court, if that was you, I asked for a DNA test. The state's attorney denied me a DNA test. The second time. After that, wait a minute.
If you want something out of life, you gon' get it.
I'm gonna tell you something.
It's no excuses, man.
It's no excuses, but you know what?
Because if you want something in life, you gon' get it.
You know what?
If you want your haircut, you gon' cut it, right?
I don't
because you
understand
want
where
your
you're coming
haircut.
from with that. Because
I
I
mean,
didn't
if you want something out of life,
Did you look to find him for 26 years? You try to find him?
You know what? I didn't try to find him. I didn't. I did.
Tell him why.
You was financially taken care of.
$1 a day, that's a bag of chips and a damn Dorito.
You was taken care of.
Come on, man.
That's all that matters.
$14 every 2 weeks.
You was taken care of.
That didn't even get me through high school.
I paid child support. Your mother.
The reason why he don't know Tyrone, because he never came to look for him. I lived on the same block in the same house for years. And still there. And the man who raised Tyrone is still in my life.
Coming up next, after a 26-year wait, Demetrius and Tyrone hear their potentially life-changing DNA test results don't go away.
More mother mayhem. And a sexy surprise.
My name is Hollywood, and I'm a legal prostitute. I have sex for a living, and I love it.
I did not know you were going to do this for...
Just know that I'm going to
He can't support you having sex with a bunch of men.
Is this lusty housewife still at it?
Hi, Bill. This is Hollywood.
On today's show, we are revisiting some of my wildest DNA dilemmas and lusty lies. We just saw Demetrius meet his potential son, 26-year-old Tyrone, for the very first time. Tyrone's mother, Yolanda, said she was sure Demetrius was the dad. But Demetrius had his doubts. Here are the DNA test results. 26 years. You have a doubt whether this is your biological dad. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You have how much doubt?
None.
Demetrius, when it comes to the paternity of the man sitting to your right, you are the father. Let's find out if Demetrius and Tyrone decided to make up for all that lost time. Here's a video update they recently sent us.
Hi, Bill. How you doing? Thanks for providing a DNA test proving that Demetrius is my biological father after 26 years. I really don't have a close relationship with him like that. We've spoken twice after the show, but I do have a relationship that I'm building so far so good with my sisters and my brothers on his side of the family. So far, me and Sade, we have a close bond. We talk, and my brother, he's in the Army. So things going pretty good. After 26 years, I found out that Demetrius is my father. So you have a good one, Bill. Thanks a lot.
Tyrone, I'm so sorry to hear about Demetrius, but I'm thrilled that you and your long-lost sister have found one another. You may remember my past guest, James, who came here because he was desperate to get his wife, Holly, to stop being a legal prostitute. Take a look.
My name is Hollywood, and I'm a legal prostitute. I have sex for a living, and I love it. And welcome to my room. It's a little bit of glitz and a little bit of glamour. I get to dress up, party, and make men's fantasies come true. Every day is a new adventure and a new opportunity to turn men on. The money is great, and the best part is I get to have sex all the time. Unfortunately, my husband doesn't understand how much this really means to me. Today's the day. He needs to accept my profession or I'm gone.
After seeing a tape of Holly in action, a very disgusted James had this to say about his dear wife.
I can't believe that she's doing this. I knew what she did before we met, but I never thought she'd go back to it. And
so you two have a business, so you knew when you married her and put the ring on the finger, you knew at that point that she was a prostitute.
Bill, when I met her, she was a telemarketer. I mean, and...
What was she marketing?
She's a telemarketer, and I don't think this is funny at all because, I mean, this is a serious subject for me. I'm here to tell her right now that basically money is not more important than our family. It's not more important than our marriage or our child. When
you have a 2-year-old son.
Yes, we do. And I don't want him to grow up knowing what she did at some point. And we have a family, and I can't even tell my family what she does for a living.
James said in addition to being a horrible wife, she was also a neglectful mother to boot. So the intimacy in your relationship as a husband with a wife is often, you call it pity sex?
Well...
What do you mean? After a 2 or 3 week sexcapade all over the country, she's coming back to you, and she wants a day off.
Right, Bill. I mean, she's gone, like I said, for 3 weeks at a time. When she does come home, what she's focused on is just relaxing. She comes home like she's on vacation. She doesn't help around the house. She doesn't help take care of our child. And like I said, again, I love her. And when I want to make love to her, I want to be with her. I want to be intimate. And that's the last thing she wants to do, you know? And so some of the things that she doesn't wear, you know, makeup. She doesn't basically get dressed up for me, wear high heels. Even though I still love her, in spite of all of that.
She's in sweats all day.
She's in sweats all day. And like, I'm going, you dress up for your clients, why can't you dress up for me? And she'll tell me like stories about how they took her shopping, you know, they went to Vegas and she's wearing this outfit, that outfit, you know.
You don't want to hear this.
No, I don't. And like, what I love about her is she's so honest and transparent. She'll tell you anything. You ask her any question, she's like, if you want the truth, she'll give you the truth.
Is she Holly the hoe or Holly the housewife? Her side of the story is next. Do you want to find out for sure which man is your baby's daddy? We'll do a free DNA test on our show. Contact me at BillCunninghamShow.com. Call me at 1-855-US-BILL or text guest at 95902. Message and data rates may apply. Give us a call right now. Let's put the cheese on the right cracker. Closed captioning of the Bill Cunningham Show is provided by... We're taking a very special look back at some of my most memorable DNA dilemmas and lusty lies. We just saw James seek my help in getting his wife to stop prostituting, whether or not it was legal. He said she spent way too much time as a hoe and not nearly enough time as a wife or a mother. But Holly was not taking his accusations laying down. She claimed James knew exactly what he was getting into when he married her.
I'm not a horrible wife.
Well,
like,
you
I'm
are.
providing
You're not,
for our family, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Us. You're not there for me. You're not there for our son.
I'm there for you emotionally. I'm there for you spiritually and definitely
how about
financially.
sexually? How about sexually?
Okay, I need a day off. I work 24 hours a day, 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time.
Well, we talked about this before, and I don't know why, basically, you don't see my perspective on this. I mean, at the end of the day, I need you to.
You can just sit at home and do whatever you want to do. Yes, you have to run the business and take care of our son, but you can go out to eat, you can hang out with friends.
You tapped out on our relationship. You tapped out on our son. And that's the truth about this matter.
No, I'm providing for our family.
But when you're gone for 2 and 3 weeks, who's caring for your 2-year-old son?
I am.
All right, and when you come back, you're so tired from all your activities, you can't be a wife to your husband, you can't be a mother to your son.
I take him out. We have, you know, we go to like pumpkin patches. We just went to the pumpkin patch twice last week.
One of the
So I take my son out. I take him out to, you know, I hang out with him. I get up with him in the morning.
But you don't need the money.
You're too focused on our clients, and that's your clients.
We need the money because
this is a successful businessman.
It is, and the business is successful, but we still don't have the college.
Are you sure it's more about money? Are you sure it's about the excitement, about the sex with a bunch of men?
The baby weight. After you lost the baby weight, and she started working out, I think that basically she likes all the attention that she's getting from these guys.
Holly argued being a hoe gave them lots of money. But James unleashed an ultimatum: stop your hoeing now or get going. Hollywood, let me ask you this.
And I don't see her that often anymore.
When you come home and talk to your husband about all the good sex you had with your clients, and talk about the food that you ate, the wine that you drank, all the travel, it upsets him.
But he asks
and I'm just trying to connect. Well, I'm going like just like your wife would ask you, how was your day at work?
My wife's a judge. My wife's a judge, and she'll come home and might talk about legal cases. I don't talk about porn and panties. I don't talk about marital aids. I don't talk about that stuff.
Okay, but
She's way too focused on her clients, what they're going to do.
You knew what I did before you married me, so it doesn't matter.
I did not
so now you're trying to change the rules in the middle of the game, and it's not going to happen.
You were going to go back to that lifestyle. I did not know that you were going to do this. I thought when you know, I wanted to support you. I always have. But I did not know you were going to do this for...
Just know that I'm going to be
He can't support you having sex with a bunch of men.
But
he can't support that. What if he was having sex with a bunch of women when you were
And I need to. Like, what am I supposed to do for 3 weeks? And like we talked about it, and she's like, you know, well, just wait for me. What do people do in the military? Like, well, they're serving their country. You're not serving our country.
I'm serving the men in here, in this country.
Oh, really?
When they left my studio, some questions remained unanswered. Would they stay together? Would Holly quit prostituting? Let's find out with an update Holly recently sent us.
Hi, Bill. This is Hollywood. As you can see, I'm still making men's dreams come true. Since taping the show, I have not been back at home. However, I was voted Starlet of the Month, which means I was the top earner in the house. So it's definitely paying off for me. Things at home are not going well, and James really is talking about divorce. However, I really love being a working girl, and I'm not gonna leave, even if it means losing him.
I'm so sorry to hear that you two could not work things out. I wish you, James, and especially your darling son, all the best. There's more, though, when we continue. Want to take a peek behind the cameras? Then follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. Circle me on Google+. Or follow me on Instagram, because you don't want to miss a minute of the backstage drama. It's unedited, unfiltered, and unbelievable. It's time for you to take control and give my guests some tough love. How would you resolve the issue? Do you think Ebony and Camille have really put their differences in the past? Call me with your answer to 1-855-TELL-BILL. You hear what other viewers answered and receive some valuable offers. Take control and call 1-855-TELL-BILL right now. That's it for my special look back at some of my craziest DNA dilemmas and lusty lies. So here's the bottom line. When it comes to a loved one's outrageous actions, know that you have the right to ask questions, and they have the obligation to provide answers. Lying always leads to problems. So just man up and woman up and tell the truth, and then you'll have earned your loved one's forgiveness. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you the next time.
And he needs to quit those lies. He never, and the reason why he don't know Tyrone, because he never came to look for him. I lived on the same block in the same house for years. And still there. And the man who raised Tyrone is still in my life.
For one, what you can't hide from that DNA.
Honestly, if he's not my father, I feel like it's gonna change my life forever, because my sister is gonna rub it in my face constantly. Well, you thought this was your dad, you thought this was your dad, and then there's gonna be more fights. And if he is her father, she's gonna feel like she's better or more of a person than I am, and she's gonna rub it in my face. But I don't care if he's not my real father, he's gonna always be my father in my heart.
On today's incredible hour, Maury. It's hot. It's humid.